Ladies, your favorite Zion, ladies and gentlemen, your favorite Zionist prince, Tal the Traveling Clack, coming to you live from an undisclosed location known as Tehran, Iran. We've got some massive breaking news right now. Tehran, the Iranian parliament has officially decided to close the Strait of Hormuz, which is basically going to bring up the price of gas all over the world to an insane amount. Let's get right into what's going on right now.
Big development. Iran's parliament has approved the to close strategically the vital Strait of Hormuz, a key global oil shipping route following U.S. strikes on Iran's nuclear sites. The final decision rests with the Iran Supreme National Security Council, the country's highest security authority, but the parliament has actually approved a measure to close the strategically vital Strait of Hormuz, a key global oil shipping route. That's what the Iranian platform, Iran International, is actually has put out. This is a big development that has happened. The final decision now rests with the Iran Security Council and the Security Authority. Major General Kausari, beg your pardon, Major General Kausari, a member of the Parliament's National Security Committee, told state media that while the Parliament has reached a consensus in favor of closing the strait, the final decision rests with Iran's Supreme National Security Council, the country's highest security authority.
So there you go. That's what's going on right now. I'm trying to see if there's anything else left here. No, I think it's just an ad. So Iran is closing the Strait of Hormuz. Again, that is this is basically a strait where a lot of the world's oil is coming out of, which is basically going to skyrocket the cost of gas and oil around the world. This is the Fordow nuclear plant. I'm not sure if this is an accurate picture because I've seen another before and after, but these are actually the impact craters. A lot of people were asking for videos of the explosion. We showed some on camera, which I said were probably not the real ones, and I was correct about that. They weren't the real ones. You won't see an explosion video from this because the bunker busters go underground. They shoot through the cement and they detonate under. But essentially, Fordow is a mountain. It is a mountain. And this is what it looked like before. This is what it looked like after. Again, I don't think this secondary picture is as accurate, but it does show you the impact craters where the bunker buster bombs went in. For sure, this facility is at least out of commission. It's not going to be able to be restarted anytime soon. Maybe there will be salvageable material there, but the uranium is the problem, which we covered in the last video. The fact that now the uranium enrichment is still around somewhere in Iran and it hasn't been completely wiped out is a major issue. The Shah of Iran, Reza Pahlavi, is the crown prince of Iran, who's hopefully going to be taking up a higher position of power once the regime falls, inshallah, very soon. And he's got another message for Ali Khamenei, the dictator, the false leader of Iran.
So today, I have a direct message for Ali Khamenei. Step down, and if you do, you will receive a fair trial and due process of law, which is more than you have ever given any Iranian. To other senior regime officials, those of you whose hands are soiled with the blood of the Iranian people, you too will have to face justice. But we will not repeat the mistakes in other failed transitions. To those of you who are loyal to the Iranian nation and not the Islamic Republic, to the Iranian nation and not the Islamic Republic, there is a future for you in a democratic Iran. If you join the people now, the choice is yours to make. I know these officers, these soldiers, these brave men exist because they are reaching out to me and telling me they want to be part of this national salvation. But now, greater coordination is needed. So to that end, today I am announcing that I am establishing a formal channel for military, security, and police personnel to reach out directly to me, my team, and our expanding operation. This is a secure platform to efficiently manage the growing volume of inbound communications and requests from those breaking with the regime and seeking to join our movement. For those patriotic members of our armed forces, the time is now to join the nation. If you do, I will make sure your service to Iran is not forgotten and is celebrated.
This is it, folks. This is the beginning of the revolution we've been waiting to see. If Reza Pahlavi feels that we're so close to it, that he feels a need to start calling out to the people, at this point, it's just going to happen. We need to manifest it. We need to keep supporting voices within Iran. We need to keep pushing this idea of a revolution. We need to help the people of Iran bring on the revolution. Here's some propaganda from whatever's left of the IRGC TV, just falsifying lies about what happened in Israel.
کردن بچه‌ها و شنیده بودن صحبتشون رو، گفتن که بالای 500 نفر کشته داده بود حملات دیروزمون، قریب به 300 نفر گم و گور شده بودن، مفقود شده بودن، زیر آوار مونده بودن و قریب به 200 نفرم مجروح شده بودن. بالای 200، یعنی فقط طی عملیات دیروزمون چیزی بالغ بر 1000 نفر کشته و زخمی و مفقود شده بود.
درسته. شایدم با توجه به ورود آمریکایی ها، چون ما داشتیم فاتحه اسرائیل رو میخوندیم و داشت تمام میشد کار، ولی نباید پامون رو از خرخره نتانیاهو و جنایتکاران صهیونیست برداریم. ضمن اینکه دست ترامپ رو باید قطع کنیم با تدابیر الهی رهبر عزیزتر از جانمون، اما باید خرخره نتانیاهو رو ببریم و برای همیشه به درک واصل بشه.
و از بزرگ تا کوچیکشون اشغالگر هستن و اصلا تفکر صهیونیست یک تفکر شیطانی هست که باید این تفکر از روی زمین برچیده بشه و برداشته بشه. تمام مردمی که اونجا دارن زندگی میکنن از کوچیک تا بزرگشون اشغالگر هستن و غاصب هستن و دشمن هستن و همونجوری که با قایق اومدن الان دارن با قایق فرار میکنن. آره، همونجوری که اومدین الان با قایق باید فرار کنین به همون جایی که ازش اومدین.
اصلی ترین دارایی آمریکا تو منطقه ناوها و پایگاهاش نیست.
And then there's me not trying to flee in a boat, trying to come back in a boat. Then there's little old me trying to get back with a boat.
اونها در یه چشم هم زدنی نابود میشن. اصلی ترین دارایی آمریکا، سرمایه آمریکا و دارایی آمریکا در جنگ با ما خود اسرائیله و ما باید او رو نابودش کنیم. یک موشک ما رو نمیتونن رهگیری کنن.
حالا نه تنها دنیا با حقانیت ما اعتراف میکنه، بلکه همه معترف این هستن که باید بمب اتم بسازه ایران. یعنی طی نظرسنجی هایی که در داخل کشورمون انجام شده که 90% مردم میگن که این کار باید انجام بشه.
I wonder if there'll be any UN resolutions against Iranian state TV claiming, and again, not the Iranian people, but the government of Iran claiming that all people, young and old in Israel, are occupied plunderers and they all need to be dealt with or killed. I wonder if there'll be any UN resolution against that. You know how they attack Ben-Gvir and Benjamin Smotrich, Ben-Gvir and Smotrich, they always attack them for being genocidal. They always come at that, and this is me defending them. I'm just saying there's always condemnations of the UN for them being genocidal. I wonder if there'll be a single UN resolution against the Iranian state TV. Or I guess we'll just keep having them on the Human Rights Council, right? That makes sense. That totally makes sense. There's no hypocrisy there whatsoever, right? It's totally fine. That's an insane clip. Okay, we've got in Tehran, IDF strikes IRGC sites, gate of Evin prison, destruction of Israeli clock. We saw the clips of this earlier in the video. This is some more news that came out. Israeli airstrike targeted key assets and symbols of the Iranian regime in Tehran on Monday, including facilities belonging to the IRGC, the notorious Evin prison for political prisoners, and the destruction of Israel countdown clock, which is an insane thing that they have in the middle of Tehran. That's just fucking psychotic. The Israeli Defense Forces and Air Force fighters jets struck the headquarters and other facilities belonging to Iran's internal security forces and the IRGC in Tehran. Here's what that image looks like. We've got more of the IRGC soldiers, which again, I think probably we're going to see a good amount of them leaving very soon and maybe going over to Reza Pahlavi's side. This is actually from a friend of mine, Matthew Nuriel. Love this guy. He's a king. I did a panel with him in San Francisco. Persian Jew, currently stuck in Israel. Awesome guy. Evin Prison's gate has been blown open by the IDF, the regime's most feared symbol of repression. Hit for 45 years, political prisoners in Iran's greatest minds have been tortured, silenced, and murdered there. Today the gate fell. The Islamic Republic is cracking. Let it fall. They hit that gate to free the prisoners. I think this is more of a symbolic hit more than anything, but still amazing that Israel is thinking about doing this to inspire, at least inspire the fact that we're on the side of the people. Make sure that the Iranian people know we're on the side of the people and not the regime here. Israel kills hundreds of IRGC members in strikes on Tehran's Basij al-Bor's forces. The IDF targeted the headquarters of the Basij parliamentary forces, as well as internal security forces al-Bor's in a wave of strikes across Iran's capital. Here's an image from that. A lot of the images we're seeing coming out of Iran too are very, very low quality because there is no internet. There's a complete internet blockade right now by the IRGC on these people in hopes that they don't revolt against them. But it's coming. It's coming. This is inevitable, guys. Hundreds of Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps members were killed by Israeli strikes across Tehran on Monday. Over 50 fighter jets targeted and struck military command centers belonging to the regime. The sites struck included missile and radar production sites and missile storage infrastructure in Tehran, the IDF later confirmed. During the strikes, Israel targeted various locations in Tehran, including the Evin prison. IDF targets Iranian internal security forces across Tehran. The al-Bor's corps responsible for the security of several cities in Tehran district was also struck. The IDF said the IDF added the various parts of the Iranian regime's military forces were hit, along with assets belonging to internal security forces and the IRGC. So we've got some pretty serious strikes. We're going to wait for the retaliation. It's going to come probably in a few hours. Every single day there have been massive rocket barrages onto Israel. But I can say God bless. The last 2 days it's been pretty, there's been damage, there's been direct hits, but not as many deaths and not as many injuries. So God bless that is changing in a positive direction. Folks, things are still heating up. Again, we have warnings all over the world. The Strait of Hormuz that we opened up this video with closing is a major, major, major story. Keep your eye on that. Price of gas will probably go up, unfortunately, for everybody globally, worldwide. Everything's about to get a little bit more expensive. But again, in the long term, this is good to remove this evil dictatorship from power and to hopefully bring on a safer, more productive, more peaceful Middle East. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you a long time. Goodbye, class.
If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.